Let's create a new assembly file. Assembly files have the .iam file extension. Start by placing a previously made component. You can place one or more of these components. Here I'll just place one. You'll notice in the browser window on the left, this part shows up. Its icon has a pin on it because it is grounded, meaning that it is the first component that you've placed and it can't move or has no degrees of freedom. Let's place another component. And again, let's place just one. This component shows up also in the browser, but does not have the pin, meaning it has 6 degrees of freedom. These degrees of freedom can be seen in the View tab under the Visibility panel, Degrees of Freedom. It has 3 translational, X, Y, and Z, and 3 rotational, X, Y, Z degrees of freedom. I mean, you can move in all 6 of those directions or manners. To remove some of those degrees of freedom, let's do a constraint. So under the Assemble tab, Position panel, let's click on Constrain. We can do mate, flush, angle, or insert type constraints. For the hinge, let's do a insert. So we need to select an axis and a face, and another axis and a face, and it will mate those features, and apply. You can see I still have a degree of freedom, which is a singular rotational degree of freedom in the Z-axis, which is why an insert constraint for a hinge is excellent. We can place another component, here the pin for this hinge, and similarly only one, and do another insert constraint on this face and axis and this face and axis. I can change its direction so that it's inside the hinge and apply and OK. Again, you can see the degrees of freedom and all of the parts in the browser window.